everyone? My name is Drago. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a stream about 846 and 93. They're not going to fight each other, but they're fighting inside of their own KvK, I believe. This KvK is going to have 846. Wait a minute, this is the wrong map. That's the one I think that everybody wanted. That's the wrong map. My goodness. Well, 846 is going to be fighting. Super wrong map there. We've got, if anybody remembers what the pairings are as far as the allies for this, I think it's 3v5. If I'm not mistaken, we have 623 here at the bottom with 846, if I recall correctly. And then we've got, let's see. Let's go ahead and get some music going as well. Hope everybody's having a fine morning on their Thursday or evening, wherever you're at. There we go. Hola, the bearded goat, Richard Clark. Thank you very much. We've got, I don't know which kingdom this is. Duck, this is 301 or 302, and this is 93. So I think they will be fighting, aren't they? Are they not going to fight each other? Is that what y'all are saying? I don't know. That doesn't sound like 846 or 93. I think they will definitely fight each other, won't they? Yeah, Amish, that map was not correct. That map was not correct. So are you serious? 846 is not going to fight 93? Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, 846, 623, 2133, and 2456 versus 93. So it's 4v4. Dan Ed, no, the stream's not over. This was actually just an extra. This was an extra on what the stream today was going to be for. Oh, I'm just surprised. I'm just very surprised. Huh. So 846 and 93 are not going to fight each other. This is a thing. I guess so. So this kingdom down here is 85. I'm assuming that is... Doesn't sound right. 2385 is not in the list, Blaze Daily, of people you said. So 2385... and I guess 57, which is 1957 and 2385. Okay, got it. So they're in the same camp. 1957 and 2385 are in the same camp. So what you're saying is they could possibly get locked, which is why they're going south full force. I mean, okay. So this is 2456 and 2456 and... Is that it? 2456? 1846. Yeah, so it's just 2456 versus 2385 and 1957 in Lightning or Thunderbolt camp. And then we have 846 on the top. So, but wouldn't you think that 840, like they're not going to, wouldn't you think that Thunderbolt camp is just not going to go against 846, right? Like, yeah, they're not even going to go. That makes no sense. That's a terrible explanation for why 846 is not going against 93. That's an absolutely terrible explanation for why 846 is going against not going against 93. They already have this locked. This pass just opened up. It's already locked. It's already locked. Did they fail that pass? Or are they just not attacking that? Yeah, the zone's already locked. Like they don't need to fight south. There's nobody here fighting them north. This camp is going to go against this camp 100% because they know they're going to have a better chance of fighting 2456 instead of 846, which is the smart play for Thunderbolt camp. So they're going to be they should already be hitting this. What about this one? Are they already hitting this one? Okay, they are already hitting this one. Let's see how this plays out. We'll watch this one. Well, 846 and 93 can't take the easy win considering they're on opposing sides. So I don't understand. I don't understand why 846 is not fighting 93. They have no other fight. Wow. LP Germinator. It doesn't matter. When you're a kingdom the size of 846, you impose your will on everybody else. There's no smart fighting here. Fight. Wear your opponent down. You don't have to rally forts, just smash them in the field. Rally flags. You don't have to rally forts if you don't want to. Yeah, there's in my opinion, there's no correct answer to this is really slow too. There's no correct answer for why 846 isn't fighting 93 in the zone. Doesn't make any sense at all. Like 254 did against 93. Well, I mean, that was 93, 556. Right? That was like multiple Imperiums. This is a small zone where you could cause some damage to the biggest team on your opponent's side. Controlled wise. You can control it. Yeah, we'll be raiding Chiscool later. Did the folks at Chiscool stream hop over here? I know he's got one starting in 15 minutes as well. Berserker, I'm pretty sure that they don't go there to waste resources. Conserving resources against uneven odds or against a superior opponent, I get. But again, if you're 846, you're supposed to be you know, number one, you know? If you're 846, you're supposed to be number one kingdom. You're supposed to impose your will on your enemy. I guess this pass reset. If you have an opportunity to fight your opponent's biggest kingdom and you are supposed to be the biggest kingdom in the game, you take that chance 100% of the time because it's 1v1. You will be spending resources, but so will your opponent. And again, you can choose how to engage. You don't have to fight forts with inferior rallying numbers. I get that. But flags are flags. It's 2 million versus 2 million. Field is field. You can wear your opponent down. They can't use farms for field fights, so you're impacting directly their main accounts. I don't understand. Okay, so it looks like 2457, or no, 1957 is pouring out of that gate. And here's the 623 side as well. So conversely, this 623 didn't connect to this one either. Which makes sense because these two are allies, I believe. So now they're over here, but they're not. Why am I looking at 623 side? They're not fighting anybody either. They didn't connect to any of their passes. Yeah, they're not even taking their passes. Why am I looking at 623? Makes no sense. 623 has free zone as well. In fact, okay, let's reset as well. Man, these guys are not taking passes very well. INC, who are allied with who? So at the up top on the chat, Blaze Daily popped it out. It's okay. So let's zoom out and let's go over the allies really quickly while they're taking that pass for the third time. 1846. So it's Fire, Daybreak, Water, and Midnight. So Fire, Midnight, Daybreak, Water. Fire, Midnight, Daybreak, and Water versus Earth, Wind, Thunderbolt, and Forest. So Forest and Thunderbolt could both get locked. Is that true? That's bad ally making by the 846 side. Two of their camps can get locked in the first set of zones. Is that accurate? So Forest camp here is going to have to go all in on this side. There's going to be lots of... Yeah, here we go. So here comes 33 right now. 21-33 coming down. They're doing a Pakal rally on the pass blaze. Oh my goodness. That's something. Berserk, Shinnok, they should have no excuse at all, to be honest. 3-3-65 did a 1v3 and 1 while 846. Yeah, I agree. No, like I'm saying, 846 should have fought 93 here. They have no fight. If their excuse, and to me it's an excuse, if their excuse is to say that they want to conserve for the next zones or Kingsland or whatever it is, I mean, I think you're missing a golden opportunity here. Just fight the way you want to fight. Don't be dumb. Don't fight poorly. Don't sit there and smash against a 3 million fort that's getting filled by farms. I think everybody understands that. But to say you want to conserve resources when you have the opportunity to go 1 versus 1 against your opponent's biggest kingdom and camp, and to say that you don't want to do that because you want to conserve resources, I think is a huge mistake. Huge mistake. That alone could be the undoing for this entire KvK for that camp. Not to mention, it looks like the Diplo was terrible, and they're going to lose two. They could possibly lose 2 camps before the next pass is even open. Robert Dennis, CNN. Drago still thinking a Joan Prime should be at 5115 or with new info max. My opinion has not changed. Unless you're rallying or garrisoning, and really rallying, or you have the extra gold heads, 5115 or 5 something something 5 is perfectly fine. If you're rallying, though, of course it needs to be maxed. 2133's KP is horrible. I haven't seen it. Yeah, there's no reason why 846 isn't fighting 93. Absolutely zero. Zero. Inexcusable, in my opinion. Inexcusable. I would have thought this would have been a huge... I mean, honestly, I didn't even plan on casting this until Arflex messaged me this morning saying, hey, you're going to do the 846-93 pass opening? Oh, yeah, sounds good. They should be fighting. That's what I thought. Is what I thought. Andy, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Watch what you say about 846. You know Laguna gets his feeling. Yeah, I don't care. Both camps will have 1 kingdom locked down. Okay, so let's go back and take a look at that. The way I saw it, there was a potential for 2 camps for the 846 coalition to get locked. So again, it's Fire, Midnight, Daybreak, and Water. Okay, so it was the other way around then. Fire, Midnight, Daybreak, and Water versus Forest, Wind, Earth, and Thunderbolt. So no, there's no chance the 846 coalition has any lockable, assuming that this is the allies. Assuming these are the allies. Kid, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Should we save gold heads for next commander? Possible range, new command. I personally would recommend saving if you're going to do that. Yeah. Yeah, so 846, 2456, that's Midnight. 1623, that's Daybreak. And 2133, that's Water. Yeah, so I'm right. Well, Blaze Daily was right. And I'm just extending that rightness. Fire, Midnight, Daybreak, and Water. So again, there's nothing... Well, no, I take that back. Water could get locked if... I'm assuming 302 would lock 2133. Can 2155, a non-Imperium, by the way, fight and lock 2133? So technically it is possible. Kraken, there is none. There is no strategy to be had because they're not fighting. 846 isn't fighting. What strategy should I talk about? It can lock Thunder. Yeah. That's Fire Camp locking Thunder. But Forest Camp could also get locked as well for the 93 side. But Water Camp could also get locked. So I think this is the fight to watch, actually, right here. This one here and this one over here. This is always a contentious spot because of the ruins, or the Hiron here. And the way the topography works, there's a lot of hard mountain passes here that stop flagging. So you gotta be very careful around here. This is gonna be a contentious spot. That's why all these forts are over here. Nothing in there yet. That one's got a few in there. That one's got a couple in there. And that one's got one in there. Okay. Matthew, that was a great KvK. I did what I could. I got another 85 million kills or something like that. Wish there was more fighting, to be honest with you. Hey, Sky, what's going on, man? Good to see you. So this stream, by the way, again, this stream was not meant to be an 84693 KvK commentary stream, although it's kind of turning into it. I wanted to talk to you about the 307 KvK that's coming up, that I'm in. And then some things that are going to be happening on this channel. I wanted to kind of let everybody know ahead of time so we can ease into it and give you a little bit of background on why I'm making the decisions I'm making. And maybe I'll do a video about it too, just to let everybody know what's going on. Right now, we're hopefully going to see some fights here in just a moment. Looks like all the stuff is from 2133. No forts from 21 or 2155. Something, yeah, 2155. Isn't Ronnie in 2155? I think he was. I don't know sure if he is still there or not. Water and Thunderbolt could be locked when Zone 6 is open because it will be... Yeah, well, Zone 6, Fahad. We're talking right now. We're talking right now. Well, I trained during pre-KvK. I'll use my training speed ups during pre-KvK. How about that? How do I see my new KvK draw? It looks really good. I'm looking forward to our next KvK in 307 for sure. Looking forward to fighting Shinchi. Shinchi's in 412, right? There's a lot of big names in 412. The bridge. This is where a lot of death will happen as well. I'm forecasting it. The bridge. So, this camp here really deciding not to throw a lot of forts down, which is interesting because they need this zone. 623 will take their left zone. So, I guess the question is, where is everyone? Well, that guy can just get swarmed. Locked and swarmed, actually. That's not smart. Lambo, what's going on, man? Give others content. $100 to the player that zeros Tika or Mr. Bulba. Kicking from Alliance to zero doesn't count. Well, I'd have to. Bulba's in the same kingdom as I am. I'd have to kick him to zero him. Jigga, if you fight Shinchi with free-to-play tech, he might have a snowball's chance in hell of winning. So that's part of what we're going to be talking about. That's part of what we're going to be talking about. 412 has some useless allies, and that KvK should be an easy win for 307. I don't know about easy win, but it's definitely going to be a big battle. Big battle. Notice how he said we can't... Yeah, I know. There's no other way to do it. Lambo, come on. Tiny Rick with the $5 donation. Thank you, man. What's up? I'll be seeing you and Bulba in this upcoming KvK. I'm in 2009. It's all love. Look, man. I'm all about the love taps. It's fine. Look, brothers fight, right? Brothers fight. Is there new info on Joan? Kakashi, what new info would there be? Have you heard any announcements? Sky. Ozzy Onslaught. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Alloys, Bubba only has about 3 marches of troops anyways. Well, his hospital will be full, is what you're saying. Safwan. It's good to see you as a member, my friend. Dark, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Scalper. Joan is awesome. I agree. Matthew MacArthur, 846, not 1v1ing 90. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm missing some. Oh, here we go. Okay, first clash. Drago, you heard the best fighters from Go 56 will be joining 254. I did hear 556 and Fo and Baba will be going somewhere. So it's 250. Okay, so everybody, I have not really been paying attention to the game over the last, I'd say, 4 days. I'm going to be very honest with you. Kakashi, 916 KvK is basically over. We did not win Kingsland. Our own camp ally basically just didn't have enough to bring to really, you know, make a huge difference. And then our partner camp ally, Earth Camp, they were fighting each other for the last like month. So it was very close to actually a civil war in Earth Camp. And there was also a civil war, an actual civil war in Wind Camp, our opponent. But the civil war was very one-sided. And the folks from 185W, I think, were the ones that got smashed. Was it W? I can't remember. Anyway, I've never seen so many civil wars inside of a heroic anthem in my life. All to say that the two Imperium camp, Water Camp, basically dominated everything because they didn't have a civil war. They're the ones that we really needed to have a civil war, and they did not have a civil war for us to win. Sean says you have a group of 25 from 56 coming to 254. Gotcha. No, Shappy. No, this what? No, this is the 846-93 KvK. Soft one. Yes, I do remember you. We played Warzone together. Yep. The fighting is already happening at the other pass. Well, as soon as I pull out, that's when the fighting is going to start. Use the node. And if you're on the 33 side, you should block the node. Why aren't you using the node, person? You should use the node, my friend. Use the node. Use the node. Use the node. Just hop in the node and then hop in the flag. Hop in the node and hop in the flag. Hop in the node, hop in the flag. Hop in the node, hop in the flag. Eh, just smash each other. Flag's not full. It's fine. Are you going to be participating in streaming 307's KvK? True S, yeah, of course. There's no new baby Jigga, no. I don't know. Skywalker, they tried stealing rewards, or that was the excuse you got because 2100 want to look good after betraying, and I don't even know what's going on. I still don't know 100%. All I know is every camp except ours and Water Camp had a civil war, and every camp except Water Camp had problems. Whether it be unfair matchmaking, or more importantly, even our allied camp had leadership conflict, and one player ended up, I think, deleting a full alliance, like the actual alliance. So that's a thing. Kakashi, I think it's like 15 days, something like that. Yeah, NKD, I'm not quite sure what happened with 846. I would have expected them to fight 93 in this zone. Excited for the KvK types. Thoughts on Power Up? Shappy, hate Power Up. And I'm not really excited about the new KvK types. The main problems with the game have not been addressed. Which is going to go into what else I'm going to be talking about in this stream. No, someone made a statement, so I'm just curious what reward it was. Oh, gotcha. Q-Star, yeah, the alliance I was in got deleted. Now the kingdom is trash. Yeah, I think I could count on two hands how many people actually came and showed up to fight from 2333. Like it wasn't many. At the same time, especially, like there was 10 here, 10 there, 10 here, 10 there, but it wasn't much. It was not much at all. I gotta be honest. Devil 1254 G3 leadership were good. They didn't do anything like that. I agree. I would love to have had. I would have rather had G3, just the alliance with us in 916, versus 2333. And then maybe like those 10 players from 2333 join G3. Give the PP whoever is fighting. That's right. I was top 15 as a new 60 mil. It was ugly. Q-Star, no, you did really well. I saw you on the field. Q-Star's in 2333. Nevsky with 5111 Joan or 5511 Joan. Joan, 100% Joan. OG Meat Man. What do you think about the future range troops? I think that they've got bigger problems to fix than making range troops. I'm something clean from 2333. There you go. But again, I would do my best to get Joan to 5 something something 5. Looks like 2133 is kind of dominating this fight here. 55 has not really been able to flag out much at all. You can see the difference here. They've got 3 flags out from the pass, whereas 2133 has 5, 3, 3, and 4, and 3. They're not really like hard pushing out here. There's obviously a big fight here already. I'm surprised I haven't seen any of these cities get swarmed yet. Big fight here. This is really, really big for Forest Camp. They've got to, I'm sorry, for Forest Camp and for Water Camp. Soundtrip, what do you think of the formation of massive kingdoms like 254? Is it viable? With the right leadership, it's viable. Will they be able to ever play against an opponent that matches their power or something go versus all? Well, they have been doing that. All big Imperium kingdoms are not made equal. So 365, 254, I think is in that boat. I would say that they're kind of the cream of the crop for the most part. You have 960 as well. They're not as big as those other 2 Imperium kingdoms are, but they're very soundly constructed and seem to be able to stay online for days at a time. So that's good. But then you've got kingdoms like, I would even put 93 in the conversation there because they do fight hard and for a long time. And they have a very large kingdom from a power standpoint. 846 also having that same thing. But I would actually, I mean, especially with what I'm seeing on this KvK so far, I'd put 846 in the second tier of Imperiums. They're not 365. They're not 254. Having used to be number 1, I'm really surprised. Who me? Hello from 623. Awesome. 960 account share. It's so bad to fight against. I know. I did fight against it for 3 days straight. Wolfie, nice stream. A lot of 846 versus 93 action. Wolfie, I know. Yeah, I'm staring at one Imperium versus one non-Imperium fight right now in their KvK. Is it bad to go for Boudica and skipping Nev and Joan for now? No, I made a video specifically on that, Kakashi. This was even before Joan came out. You go Nevsky, Scipio, then Boudica, but then I would also do Joan 5115. Have XY in there as well as part of my later videos. Buffalo using the member chat. We did a great job in 916. Was a fun KvK to play. Also, everyone hit the like button. I agree, and I agree. ×2. Lots of agreement. Let's see what else is happening on the map. Let's go to the left. More forts. Okay, more forts. There's got to be some fights here, yes? It's starting. So 2 hours on that one. Let's see who was smart and got. Nope. This is poorly filled. It's either not full or all full of like 350,000 troop marches. Need to optimize that. This one, same thing. This one, even worse. This one's just not full. Still not full, by the way. Somebody popped out of the fortress. These need to build as quickly as possible. They're so close to each other. And they're alternating, right? So you have 285 and 257s. So you want you want to build first in this situation. Literally, these 2 are touching. Yeah, these 2 are touching. They're overlapping. They're touching so much. And this one up here is probably close, within a flag, would be my guess. The game would show me what I'm trying to... Yep, that's one flag. Maybe a flag, and maybe it might be 2 flags. It won't let me. I always try to do it, but it won't let me. Cabo, who won the 960? Watercamp did. Watercamp did. General question for anyone. Joan worth it? Yeah. Yeah. She's a must-have. GG Tjorjor, by the way, in 2100. Looks like y'all got to beat up on Earthcamp and one of your alliance allies. Getting that double dose of fun, you know what I'm saying? Ground control, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. I still can't believe that 846 is just giving them this zone. I mean, that's 2 Hirons they're giving away, too. That's 2 Hirons. .302's like, I'm not even showing up. They're like, whatever. We're good. They're not coming our way. 302's like, meh. Rena, if you're going to max one or the other, it would be XY in my opinion. But Joan, you should have it 5 something 5 as well. Again, I really don't understand why this makes no sense to me. No sense. That's a shame. That's a shame. Cassie03 thinks it's a smart move for 846. Dropping 93 plus 302 on zone 6 would be suicidal. So you're saying they're going to dodge them the whole way? I mean, they have to, right? To me, again, I think that you would have been better off draining 93. This is the only chance you're going to have in the entire KvK to fight 93 one-on-one. This is the only chance in Havana. Once level 5 passes open, then you're going to have to deal with 302, which I understand. You don't want to fight 93 and 302 at the same time. But until that happens, you could fight 93 1 versus 1 and demoralize, destroy, cause damage to them. One-on-one. Nobody can help them. This is a mistake, in my opinion. Now, do they hold this zone and wait for 302 to come over and help 93? That's actually, you know, again, that's a thought that you need to have. Like, maybe this isn't worth it to keep, but you should take it. Who is the strongest kingdom in your opinion? I think it's between 365 and 254, in my opinion. 846 will go solo lockdown Thunder, and there's nothing to lock down. They haven't even taken the passes. They're not going to do anything. They're just flagging. War Games, what's up? Plotto Gaming, what's going on, buddy? Tjorjor, fights were not long enough. I was at work every time passes opened, and the battles were almost done when I came back. Only got 8 million. Oh my god, 8 million? I got... Where am I at, Sky? I think I got like 80 million or 70 something million. I agree with what Cabo's saying, Skywalker. They're going to build forts. Everybody knows that. I don't see any forts, by the way. But if this was going to be a fight, yes, there'd be forts galore. Just don't rally the forts. Just burn their flags. You have forts of your own. Make them rally your forts. Sit there and drain them. This is the only chance you're going to have to fight 93. One-on-one. You have to take advantage of that. 365 is definitely on another level. No one else is taking 1v3s in Heroic Anthem against Imperiums. Matthew 307 did that, lost, but did that. And then the one before that, it was like 2v6, and we won. Or no, it was 2v5? I can't remember. It was definitely outnumbered, but... Unless 93 puts the forts on the passes and is able to defend them, there's no way that 846 couldn't come in here and cause damage. They could fort line all they want. You can fort line on your side and just sit there and wait. Make them come to you. You don't have to push the initiative. Just burn flags. Burn flags and field fight. All day. All day. I could see 846 fighters migrating out because of the decision not to fight 93. Hennessy, I agree. That's the other thing. Like, you go to 846 to fight, right? Where's the fight? This guy, I'm right. No, I'm right. He just wants to put his strategy cap on. But this is that's what I would do. Shappy, it's going to be more difficult because they are going to fort these passes up if 846 doesn't like stop them from doing that, and then they will have to fight forts, and then again, you're missing the whole point. Matthew MacArthur, good saying. If you don't want to do something, any excuse will do. That's kind of where it's at. Yep. Wolfie, contesting the zone would have been way better than just dodge. 100% agree. That's where I'm at too. That's where I'm at with it. I mean, I'm shocked. I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked. You know, we just talked about the strategic reasons why you should fight in that zone. And there's some strategic reasons not to fight too, but those reasons can be avoided. So those are null and void. Those are irrelevant. The strategic reasons tactically to take this zone is this will be the best chance for you to fight 93 because this is 1 versus 1. There's no other way to do it. If you set the tactics aside, you have a little bit of a reputation to live up to. You do have a bit of hungry people in your kingdom wanting to fight. Came here to fight, killed their troops to get more people into this kingdom to fight. And then you have an opportunity to fight 1 versus 1 versus another kingdom that you used to ally with and know how strong they are, and you decide not to fight. That's a problem. Curious what other top Imperiums think. Any chance 254, 960, 365 dodge that zone? I know 254 wouldn't. I know 960 wouldn't. And I don't think 365 would. Fatty says they're playing the long game. KvK is a marathon, not a sprint. Well, you have to start a marathon by taking your first step. This is the first step. This is the first step. Right now, 846 took a step to the right. They didn't take a step forward. In my opinion. 846 just saw what a monster 90... 846 is supposed to be the monster kingdom. You can't say, oh, we just saw what 93... how 93 fought against 1034 and how 93 fought against yada yada yada. You didn't fight against 846, and 846 is supposed to be the shit. Right now, all I see is 93 living rent-free inside of 846's head saying, we're better than you. You don't even want to fight us, we're so better than you. '93 has currently won this KvK so far. And 846 hasn't even fought anything yet. Flying Dutchman, well, 846 suggested 6v2, but then the other kingdoms didn't fight, so 93 declined. Dan N, it's very possible Laguna's gone OL. He's gone OL instead of KvK. It's very possible. Leo, what's going on, man? Shappy, real talk though, do you think they would beat 93 1v1? Well, I don't know. I haven't seen them fight. I would love to give you that visual. I think they have every chance to beat 93. I don't think that they have anything lacking other than the fact that they're not fighting them from giving them the capability to beat 93. Aaron Ayel says the amount of sass in the stream. Well, this is about the full dose of sass from Drago you're going to get, you know? As if Wib would beat 60 GT. I know. I know. Got clapped by them twice in 60 MX2. Yep. 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 We'll never know. The fact that they ran can give the W to 93. Yeah. So far, the answer to the question, who would win between 846 and 93? Well, it's clearly 93. 93 at least showed up to the fight. Kakashi, friendly tip, get your account out of 75. Yeah, I know. Kraken on diet. I could care less about our previous engagement with 846. Considering it wasn't just 846, it was 846 and 862. And 862 gets a lot of credit from me. And I've said nothing but great things about 846 since then. About how strong they are and how they're the #1 kingdom and how I would hate to go up against them again and all these things. But this is a joke. This is a joke. Road War has to be in that LKC right now. Oh, man. I don't think I have any accounts in any of these kingdoms. Yeah, Sparta. I don't know, man. They're down here fighting the good fight against a camp that didn't come their way. So again, the teams to recoup everybody. It is Fire, Daybreak. I'm sorry. Yeah, Fire, Daybreak, Midnight, and Water versus Earth, Wind, Thunderbolt, and Forest. So lockable situations. You have Thunderbolt possibly getting locked. You have Forest possibly getting locked. And you have Water possibly getting locked. Whoever wins this zone here, this one that we were looking at the very beginning of the stream, whoever doesn't win this zone will get locked. And then again, I believe, well, whoever wins Thunderbolt versus Midnight, that's going to be a good question. If Midnight wins, Thunderbolt is also locked. So we'll see. Caleb, I did Max Joan because I was rallying with her, and oh my god, she's very, very strong. You just can't send her into a field that you don't own. Very similar. Treat her like an archer rally. Okay? Drago, you should come to 2338. What, rolling 38, right? RR 38? Is that what it is, Fredo? How many people are over here building flags? Just curious. They got some people. This guy's to use more KP. Guy's getting there. How old's the account? That's a fairly... Oh, no, it's 11 million. Oh, that was 119 million. I'm like, damn. There's Nina 46. Cote is in the house. Big boy. I've got some Joan Raleigh reports. I do. It's on my main account though, not on the account I'm currently on. Thunderbolt's fighting at midnight. So that means if Thunderbolt is able to get... Oh, wow. Why didn't they build? Oh, my. It's got an hour. Wow. What happened over here? Did they just not care? So much for 846 locking in Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt came to party. Yeah, I'm calling it. Thunderbolt is not getting locked. Look at this. Wow. Does anybody have the story? Oh my god. Does anybody have the story behind this? There goes that flag. Mr. Smoked Turkey, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Cassie, that's nice. It's okay. I'll have enough. Ragnar, I will get to the 307 KvK, I promise. God, stop calling. Very big and tight balls, Fredo. That's right. Midnight won't fight Thunder. They will saber. Everybody on 846's side saving resources. That's the key here. Okay. They might as well start building a fort now. Don't even build flags. Just build forts. So what I'm getting so far from this KvK is that if you're on the 846 side, just save your resources. Just save your resources. Unless you're water. Unless you're water. Water came to fight. At least water came to fight. Water came to fight. They're doing stuff. I wonder if the communique for 846 in their KvK Discord was like, okay, everybody, don't fight. Just save resources for Pass 6 and Pass 5 in Kingsland. Aslan, you haven't missed anything. We've just been having some fun with the 846 KvK. By the way, all my statements do not reflect on the players in 846. This is clearly a leadership decision. This is not a player's decision. Ruthless. Maybe 46 don't want to play against 93 and 302 till Kingsland. They don't have to. Havana is a locked zone until level 5 passes open, which is a long way away. You could play in this zone for a week and whittle 93 down. This is your only opportunity to fight 93 1v1 in this entire KvK, and you're not using it. Most powerful kingdom, Sparta. Cobbs, who against who in the 307 KvK? It is fire and earth versus water and wind, from what I understand. Fire is 412, earth is 945, and I can actually show it to you. Let's see if it'll let me do it here. It does. Oh wait, it won't. It won't let me show it to you because we're already in day 1 of pre-KvK. Ridicule, ChemSTC, yes, ridicule. That's a good word too. This is ridiculous. This is unbelievable. Okay, this flag might build, so that's a good thing. It's going to immediately burn, but it'll build. Justin coming in hot, man. Super effective. Super effective. Love that sticker. Thank you for the $50 donation, man. Really appreciate it. Maybe I'll make an announcement. Okay, so Justin has spurred me to make a quick announcement. And it's one part of many announcements that are coming, but I'll do a pretty big one here. So everybody buckle up. Everybody buckle up for what I'm about to say. This 307 KvK, which is the account I'm on right now, this 307 KvK that I'm in, it's 412, 307, 945, 188 is the other Imperium. The rest are non-Imperium, but still A kingdoms. This will be my last KvK in Rise of Kingdoms. I'm going to let that soak in. I'm going to let that soak in for everybody. And wait for the craziness to ensue. This will be my last KvK in Rise of Kingdoms. That's one of the major announcements that are coming on this stream. Okay, that flag finished. This one's already building. 2 minutes. Oh, man. Close. You were close. Congrats on getting out. I'm thinking about doing the same personally. Can't leave Leo, man. I will never leave Leo. So that's, look, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing KvK anymore. So that's the first part of what's happening. So in my last stream, a lot of you that are here, heard that I was going free to play. That was just a first step in what's coming with these announcements. I've only told a few people what's going down. No, it didn't have to do with the spending thing. So it's a few things. Well, I mean, a little bit of it has to do with spending. But, so let me preface what I just said. By, this last KvK in 307, I will be doing it as normal. So I will be having max tech, okay? So I want to make sure my last KvK is one that I remember. I go out on a high note, that I use every resource and every troop that I have in 307. Like, I'm going to use all of it. Like, I plan on getting 100 million kills. I plan on using every resource that I have in 307. It's going to be my last KvK. It's going to be the best KvK. Okay? The reason I am making that decision is because of a couple things. One, my family. I want to spend some more time with my family. And a lot of that has to do with my kids. They need more attention. I mean, I give them attention right now, and I give them probably more than most fathers do, but they don't have enough dedicated attention from me. I'm constantly not able to go and do activities with and for them because I'm fighting in KvK, or I'm doing Osiris League, or I'm grinding a stream, or I'm playing the game to make content for you guys. It has everything to do with that. Also, my health. So, I've not told you guys this before. But very personal. This is very personal, so bear with me, guys. Very, very personal. When I was born, I was born with a heart condition. Okay? I just hit the back button for no reason. Let me make sure I'm back in before I start doing something. Come on. There we go. Let's get back into it. Well, first off, okay, good. That's good. Let's get back to it. I was born with a heart condition. And that heart condition should have killed me by the time I was 11. It's a heart condition called aortic stenosis. I'm not sure if anybody's heard of that. There's actually a lot of athletes that have had it in their lives. And I have what's called a bicuspid valve. So what that, I know I'm getting really off topic from Rock, but I'm trying to tell you guys why, because everybody's asking why. I want to give you, this is not April Fool's, this is for real. I was born with what's called a bicuspid valve and aortic stenosis. What that means is everybody's heart has a valve, an aortic valve, and in that valve there's 3 leaflets basically controlling the blood flow, your blood flow. Well, my heart when I was born only has 2. It has, not because of weed. I was born that way. My heart only has 2. So to give you some severity of what that means, if I only had 1, so say I only had 1 leaflet on the valve, I wouldn't have survived. They would have had to have done immediate surgery as soon as I was born. But doctors, when I was born, because I was born in the 80s, dating myself, I was born in the 80s, and the doctors basically said, look, he's got a pretty good chance to live until about 11, and then he's going to have a surgery that could possibly kill him. So luckily for me, I just turned 40 this year. Fatty, no, that's not what that means. 5 kids later. I just turned 40, and that surgery is coming up. It's coming up very quickly. I would say within 6 months, I'm probably going to have that surgery. To complicate things, because of the valve that I have, my heart has always been under more stress than a normal heart. And what that causes, as people who have what I have it for a long time, or what's called aneurysms, aortic aneurysms, which means that there's an expansion of a pathway for blood where there shouldn't be one. It weakens the wall of that expansion and eventually could possibly burst, which is called an aortic dissection. If an aortic dissection happens, it's basically like GG. Like, aortic dissection means unless you're already in a hospital when it happens, you're done. You got 5 minutes. That's about it. So, we've gotten to the point at my age where they want to go in and replace the valve to give me a proper valve and fix the aortic aneurysm. So what that means for me is, one, it's a very serious, life-altering surgery, not only because of the fact that it's dangerous, but it also will impact my life, like, positively, if everything goes well. I've never had a normal heart, so I don't really know what a normal heart feels like when it comes to actually using it for activities. Like, I've always been overwinded. Even when I was in my best shape of my life, which is not now, which is another reason why some of the things I'm about to say on this stream are going to happen. Even when I was in the best shape of my life, I wasn't able to run as long as everybody else was. I was never able to lift heavy weights. Even though I'm a very strong individual, I was never able to lift heavy weights and do any like serious weight training because it would strain my heart and cause what I've got going on now, which is the aneurysm. So my whole life, I've never really had a normal heart. So assuming this surgery goes well, and I'll get to the donations really quickly, guys. I just want to get this out. And I appreciate all of the support that I'm like seeing in the chat. Assuming everything goes well, I'll have a brand new valve, which has 3 leaflets like it's supposed to. And I will have my aneurysm repaired, and I will be able to lead what I should have had from birth, a normal life from a heart standpoint. Assuming everything goes well. There is a chance things don't go well, which is why I want to put the stuff out there now, just in case they don't. So if you just don't see me at all ever again, that would be that would be why, is because I'm no longer here. And I obviously will give you guys a heads up when those things are happening and all that stuff. All right. So it's not happening anytime soon, like soon, but it is gonna happen. I'd say within 6 months to a year, I'm gonna have that surgery. Okay. In preparation for knowing that surgery is going to happen, right? I need to get back healthy. Like I used to be 180, very fit, before I met my wife. Very fit, very active, good muscular build, etc. And having been married, and without really being fair to her or the kids, as my kids have stacked up, and the jobs that I've had, and the multiple jobs that I've had, and then this job, oh my goodness, this job is not conducive to being fit. I've gained weight, a lot of weight, as you guys could see. Even like if you go look back at my first video, I'm obviously bigger in my first video, but not bigger than I am now. I mean, just bigger in general. But I was a lot more healthy looking. Like my face was more slender. I wasn't as fat. Like I just wasn't. I've gained, since I started doing this job, close to 50 pounds. Like it's pretty substantial amount of weight. over 4 years. So I needed to make a decision for myself and for my family, for my health and for my family, to start seriously looking at what we're looking at right now and wondering if it's worth it. And I'm hoping that this is not the only reason that you come here to this channel. I know that for, at the base level, this is a Rise of Kingdoms channel. And I know you come here for that content and my take on that content and the insight I have into whatever, right? But I hope that it's more than that, and I'm hoping that we can continue to connect together in other things. Let's go back to the donations really quick, and I'll read through some of the comments that I've intentionally ignored so that I don't start misting up a bit. Lambo, family and health comes first. All the support and love from 1029. Thank you very much for that $5 donation and the message, more importantly. Ruthless with the donation. Take your time, brother. I hope you get better soon. Take your time, mate. All the best. Leo, thank you very much as well. So again, these are not these things are not happening imminently. I still have a contract with the developers to create sponsored content, and I am still on the hook for doing Osiris League with Chiskel. However, I have notified them earlier this week that that's going to be my last contract with them, which is, unfortunate, because I think we were actually going to be having a conversation about expanding my role as a sponsored content creator, doing more things with Rock and doing more things that would generate more revenue for myself, but also more things for you guys in the game. But I made the decision based on my health and my family and my kids to, I guess I'll go ahead and say it now, to stop playing Rock. This will be my last KvK, and by extension, after this KvK is done, I will be leaving Rock. Well, Fleisch, if you want to know some of the details, you can scrub back a little bit. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Robbie Whitaker, you established a relationship with us as Rock players. I watch because you interact with us. Nothing but love, bro. Thanks. Appreciate that. It's good to see people disconnecting more and spending time in the real world. Well, I mean, I got plenty of time in the real world, but I'm honestly, this is another thing too. So I'm just tired of knowing that my kids need me for something and relying on somebody else to handle it, or even worse, not being able to let them do it because I can't facilitate it, because I'm fighting in KvK and Kingsland opens at X UTC and I've got to have it, or for the channel and for people needing me in the game. And not to mention too, I mean, the money that I spend in this game is way more than I've made from being a content creator for Rise of Kingdoms. So even financially, monetarily, it's just not practical for me to do that. We'll make sure to give you an epic KvK. Bad Dawn, thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Smoked Turkey, you gotta think of your health and family first. Glad you're doing this. Thank you. Appreciate that. Leo says, Leo will not miss you, but I will. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. And again, guys, okay, so before anybody starts like freaking out, this doesn't mean that the channel's going away. So what it does mean is that I'll be doing the channel differently. Again, family and health and kids will come first. I won't have the idea is that I won't have the feeling that, oh, I've got to get downstairs to get in the studio to do content, or else I'm gonna miss an opportunity to do something, or I'm gonna miss a window, or I don't want to have that feeling anymore. So when I hop on, it's gonna really be for a stream like we're doing now, and it's gonna be for whatever I want to play. Like it's gonna be that. And then if I end up having more time down the road where I have some extra throwaway time in my day, then I'll make some videos on different things, or maybe we'll do some more vlog style videos where I'm showing you what I'm doing, because what I'm actually going to be doing is going to be I'm going to be a stay-at-home dad. So my wife, with her travel nursing job, everything's burning here, by the way. My wife, with her travel nursing job, makes enough money to where I can stay at home and not have to worry about money at all. And then on top of that, just take care of the house. So take care of the house, take care of the kids, make sure they are active in different things, but also gives me the time to go to the gym and get healthy and make all the meals from breakfast to dinner and everything in between for not only myself, but the entire family. As it is right now, I'm so busy creating content. Like if this was last week, I would have already been down here for 4 hours, and I would have another 5 hours in front of me of, work. It would be fun. I'm playing a game, right? But there's a lot of editing in there. There's a lot of preparation. There's a lot of thumbnail making. There's a lot of all these different things. That's going to go away, and that's going to free my day up for doing the stay-at-home dad thing and getting healthy thing. And again, I told you guys about my heart and what that means. So I would like to get back to my old fighting weight, my old healthy setup. But it's going to be more difficult because I can't overstress my heart. Because if I overstress my heart could dissect, and I'm gone. It's just gone. So I got to be very careful with that. But eating better is going to be a big factor because honestly, again, I'm so busy with this, and I know that once I'm done with this, I immediately have to go into dad mode of making sure the upstairs is cleaned up, making sure that there's something that's getting handled for food for not only myself, but the kids. And more often than not, I have to order because there's no time to cook. Because I'm so busy doing this. So eliminating this part of my life, at least the rock part of it, will help me make sure that I'm eating better, the kids will be eating better, more time will be spent with them doing those things, all that good stuff. Goku, I did get the CPAP machine, didn't work. It was an APAP machine, and it would automatically ramp up to 15 PSI with me just sitting still. Like, it was broken, didn't work. So again, the channel will not be going anywhere. When I do content, for the channel, it'll be just whatever I want to play, and it'll be to hang out with you guys. It'll be Division 2. It'll be Warzone. It'll be some role-playing games. We could play ESO. We could play the day before when it comes out next year. Maybe we'll do like something on Steam where whatever's on sale or free, we'll just download it and play together. That kind of stuff. No, I'm not doing Clash. I'm not doing mobile games anymore. No more mobile games. Yeah, Sippin' Saturday is a thing of the past. That's not coming back. That does another number on my heart as well. There'll likely be some like vlog content as well. So I'll just go live while I'm cooking meals and at games with the kids or whatever. If it's exciting and I feel like you guys would want to see it, I'll go live and you guys can enjoy that content and we can chat. Or maybe you can keep me from not being bored if I'm sitting there watching, a Little League game that's the kids are just running around like falling over each other, stuff like that. Modern Warfare 2 is another good one as well. Richard Clark, what am I going to do with my accounts? Well, that remains to be seen. But again, keep in mind, guys, this is not going to happen until basically the end of November. So we have this KvK that is currently in 307. This will be my last KvK, the 307 KvK. What we're watching right now is the 846-93 KvK, but 846 and 93 are not fighting right now. Wolfie, I mean, I've always been able to do that my whole life, so I've never really had any reservations about doing it. You could just do HR or hour and a half streams of just showing KvK fighting. So No, I'm done with Rock. I'm done with Rock. Rock is done. I will have no accounts, and I will have no apps that say Rise of Kingdoms on it by the end of the year. Throw daily. That's a pretty short vlog. Scary Terry, Drago, play other games on your stream. Yes, I will not. Again, guys, I will not be giving up on the channel itself because I don't want to give up on you guys. I don't need the money. It's not about the money. It's 100% about, this is my outlet. This is my connection to you guys. So I'm not going to give this up. And I do want to still see the actual channel grow more than the money. I could care less about the money. It's about connecting with you guys. It's about growing the channel itself, just because I have a need, a very sometimes detrimental need, but a need nonetheless to grow things from scratch. I just got a PayPal donation from Oxygen. When did this happen? 1202. Oh, it just happened. Yep, there it is. he just messaged me. $100 donation from Oxygen. Fix your heart and come back to the game. Quitting is not an option. Quitting is not an option. Thank you so much for the donation, man. It depends on, I guess, what some things look like. But again, at the end of the day, I personally will not be playing the game. I may cover some things, and obviously I know enough knowledge base wise on this game to cover it forever. But anything new or any new commanders and stuff, I'm just not going to be spending for them. I'm not going to have means to do that. Leo, €5.99 donation. I honestly think having cooking streams and different types of games would be awesome. That's the plan. I plan on doing that. And it won't be as often, so I'm not going to do daily streams. I'm not going to do anything that makes me feel like I've got to do it. It's going to be, oh, I'm doing this today. I'll just flip the camera on and we'll have some fun together. That's going to be kind of the way that we do it. Hope everything goes well and we can play a few games together. Yes, that's the other thing. I want to be able to play games with you guys, like not just around you guys. Like, there's people in this channel that are in my kingdoms. Like, there's Phantom right there. Great decision, bro. Wish we get the courage to do it some days. Thanks, Phantom. I appreciate that. Like, I play with Phantom. I've played with Phantom for years in many kingdoms, but that's costly. Like, to get to me, you've got to migrate. Passports cost money. Passports cost individual credits, which cost time. And then to play with me at the level I play with, like, you've got to fight, which, again, time and or money. I want to play with you guys. Take this the right way. I want to play with you guys on this channel without forcing you to spend money and forcing you to give up days of your life to play with me. I want to be able to play with you, log on for a little bit, hang out, have some fun, disconnect, go back to your life. Like, that's the dynamic I want with you guys, because that's the dynamic I'm going to have. Like, I'm going to have that dynamic. That's the dynamic I'm going to have in my life. The days of staying up for 36 hours at a time because Kingsland opened or level 7 passes opened are over for me. They're over for me. Tandav, Drago, even if you quit, I will always come hop in your stream. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Berserker wants Mad Phantom's account. He's already asking for it. Let's see. Fall Guys with Redline. I haven't played that yet. Ragnar, maybe. I'm not sure what Ronnie did. I can't speak for what Ronnie did. He hasn't really talked to me, honestly. Eddie, be nice to Chisco. There's a reason he's the biggest content creator in the game. You don't get that way by accident. Surge, you'll leave both 916 and 307. I'm leaving the game. I'm not leaving any kingdom per se. I'm leaving the game. I won't be playing it anymore by the end of this year. Auction says, I'm serious, when only come to this life once, bro. Your subs or your family. Fix yourself and come back. Well, that's a good way to look at it, Auction. I appreciate you. Rock takes a ton of time and money. Totally understand you stepping away. Yeah, not only that, I mean, just the game takes all that time and money, but then creating content, guys, like, I still feel like a lot of people, even though Chisco made that video about, like, a life of And maybe I'll make one for myself as well, especially considering not only do I have that, but I have my family to manage as well. So I have another layer on top of what Chisco has to deal with. Plus the health thing on top of that too, another layer. There's a lot that goes into this stuff. So that's why whenever I might get a little frustrated, or I might seem a little frustrated whenever somebody asks me about a question that I literally just answered with the video the day prior. Just stuff like that. Because it takes a lot of time to go into that stuff. Andrew, K16 Legendary Duo gone. That's sad to know. There will be a big knowledge gap now. Sometimes it feels like my help is not needed. Try Rust. I've heard Rust is pretty good too. Spartan Gaming. Some are here for rock. Some are here for your personality. As one of the ones who are here for your personality, we will watch anything you throw at us. Thanks, man. Your channel's looking really strong as well, by the way. Glad to see you stepping up, both of you, Shappy and Spartan. Andrew, thank you very much. We need Fall Guys. Well, cooking vlogs is kind of interesting. Pipsy, I would do that too. Stormwatch, I appreciate that. Yeah, I won't forget, and I will send you the money for those as well. Richard Clark, it's not about the money. It's about the time. I'm already stretched and stressed for time. Why would I play the game free to play? That's even more time that I would need to put into it. Baz, I will not be a Fortnite streamer, believe it or not. No, I will not turn into a Fortnite streamer. I'll grab yours too, Jake. I'll definitely come in during cooking streams and stuff. Nice. Nice. Capo, better not have a picture of you with a piece of paper changing your mind in a few months. No, there will be no. It's done. Leo, €2.49 donation. Do you like games such as Team Fight Tactics? I've not played it. What is that? Sleepy Dentist. Yes, I did max Joan, but that was because I rallied with her. The new Call of Duty comes out soon, Fredo. I agree. That could be something that we play together. Absolutely. Shanksu, I've resigned effective the end of November as a sponsored content creator. I've resigned. If you guys missed the announcements, just scrub back a little bit. I can't go all into it again. I'm already getting a little emotional about it, but just kind of go back and see what I said. Kozadi, I don't even play rock anymore, but still watch your streams. All the best. Thanks, man. I love people like you. Go Show says 15K for your main. TSN, Lambo, hit me up. I'll be your wingman in COD anytime. Nice. That sounds good. Stormwatch, don't need the money. It's a gift. I'm not a huge fan of people buying things for me. It's just in my nature. If it ends up working out that way, I do appreciate it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get past that. Justin Kendall, hey Drago, should I replace my 5551 Saladin for a 5511 Nevsky? I think you'll do more damage overall with your XY. I still think you want to work on getting your XY max though in that situation. I think Saladin will survive for longer, if that makes sense. Body Gear, agree with you. This game is taking a lot of time of our life. It is. Drago on TFT would be lit. Okay, maybe I gotta check it out. Maybe I have to check it out. Isn't this flag burning? Why are they defending it? Yeah, it's burning. Why would they defend it? Okay. Burning, burning. Burning. Yeah, it looks like Water Camp is going to take this zone. This looks like they're about to touch tips. Yeah, 33's all over this already. Yeah, this is not good. It's the flag says good, but it's not good. This is not good. Yeah, it looks like Water Camp's going to own this area, which is good for water camp, bad for forest camp, because that means they're locked. So that means, luckily, Thunderbolt didn't get locked. If Thunderbolt got locked and forest got locked, 93 would be down 2 camp allies. That'd be pretty crazy. Are you lols? I can't answer that question. Scary Terry with a $5 donation. You should play some single-player games on stream, bro. Easy to launch and then forget about it. Fallout, Elden Ring, Red Dead, Assassin's Creed. I kind of look like... Division 2 is kind of like that for me, even though it's a multiplayer game and you can get into clans and you can do PvP and stuff like that. The majority of the game is kind of like PvE content. So I kind of look at Division 2 like that too. But yes, I agree. We'll be playing all those kinds of things together. Tyler Bowie, thank you very much, man. Really appreciate that. J-Bar wants to see some cooking stuff. Thank you. I will definitely bring that to the channel. Shangsu, yeah, you'll miss the rock streams, but you won't miss the actual streams. I'll still be here. I appreciate it. Ice, I'm not migrating anywhere. I'm just quitting later. 307 is my last KvK. So speaking of 307 KvK, a lot of people are asking, go over the 307 KvK that's coming up, especially considering it's going to be my last KvK in this game. Good idea. Very good idea. So here's what's going to happen. Again, this is going to be my last KvK, and it's going to be this account. It's my 307 account, which actually is my strongest account, I would say. I think my 916 and 307 accounts are fairly even when it comes to strength, but they're strength in different ways. This account is mainly for rally and open field, whereas my other one is more for open field and garrison with a little bit of rally. Leo, it's fine. I'll look it up. Thank you for trying to describe it, though. Teamfight Tactics is basically a game being played on a chessboard. Having the League of Legends champions lining up against 1v1 against each other, you can start a lobby of 10. Okay, yeah. That sounds good. I'll take a peek at it. Leo Chen, timestamps for the announcement. Does anybody have it? I didn't even think to make a stamp or anything like that. Not that I can, but I would have just remembered it, I guess. Should I max Joan and pair with Nevsky and play with Salad and William? Tell new infantry commanders show up and replace them if I have to. Erwin, I would recommend watching the Joan video where I say do not max Joan and see if that applies to you. If you do, though, Nevsky Joan is a very good pair. I can show you some reports of her getting just 40, 50, 60,000 severely wounded in a matter of 10 seconds on your opponents. And Salad and William is still a very solid pair as well. I knew the morning cramp of my leg meant sad news on the way. This game will miss you badly. I'll miss the game too, honestly. I mean, this is 4 years of my life, guys. Not only from the game, but the content that it's created and the friends it's allowed me to make and the relationships I've built from it, certainly. Al Mendoza, all online games are designed for you to get hooked and justify your decision to play more and more. If you think it's not giving you value in your life, then better do something else that will. Yeah. Shanksu, my decision's made. But I appreciate the advice. Lollipop says Red Dead Redemption 2 is great. Okay. Another one I haven't played. I know that there's some big AAA games I just haven't played. But again, this is going to be the last KvK that I go through in this game. And Fire Earth versus Wind and Water. Oxygen says, check PM in the game later in your 916 accounts. I've seen many YouTubers quit for so many reasons, and they regret that now. I definitely won't quit YouTube. I'm just going to quit the game. Definitely not leaving YouTube. Because if I leave YouTube, it means I'm leaving you guys. And that's one thing I could not wrap my head around doing. One, because I've put so much time and energy and blood, sweat, and tears and heart into it, connecting with you guys and providing a good experience. But also, the actual channel itself is like another child of mine. Like, I built it from scratch and grinded it. I never got those big jumps earlier when Rise of Kingdoms first came out that gave, you know, Ronnie, Shinchi, all the original sponsored content creators before I came on board with them. Chisco, that big jump of initial players that started playing the game and started taking in all that content. Look at when Justin... Yeah, that's exactly when it started, Jigga. So look for when Justin donated. That's when the conversation starts. I definitely won't miss spending on Crystal Tech. That's very true. Pineapple Pizza. Pineapple Pizza Gang will always be. That's right. Thank you for the member chat. Tiny Tank as well. Drago, we will miss your rock content, but it's understandable. Family, health, and real life are important. They allow us to play, and we'll follow no matter what. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Bass says, just grabbed back about 36 minutes ago from now. I love Apex. So, well, I love the idea of Apex. Because I was a big fan of... why am I blanking? It's the shooter that... preceded Apex. Titanfall. I loved playing Titanfall. That was fun. But this is the last KvK I'm going to be in. It's going to be a 4 Imperium KvK. Obviously, I'm in 307. 307 and 188 are teaming up versus 945 and 412. So I will get to fight against Shinchi and all the popular folks in 412, as well as Giri, I think is his name, and 945, and all those wonderful Indonesian players that make up 945 Strong Kingdom. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be very fun. Yanko, I did go over what I plan on doing, but again, it's going to be at my leisure. It's not going to be scheduled. It's not going to be... I'm really kind of disconnecting from Rock, which in turn is giving me my life back to be able to focus on my health, my family, my kids. So the channel will not get in the way of my family's commitments, which means that I'll likely have generally maybe 6 to 10 hours a week total, spread out throughout the days, of being able to hop on and play with you guys. Whether that be in, again, Division 2, Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, Warzone 1, whatever, right? Whatever we decide to play, we'll play together. And I'll also do, like, during the day, if I do more content than the 6 to 10 hours, it'll be from, like, my daily activities, which are going to be shifting to stay-at-home dad activities, because that's what my new job is going to be, is stay-at-home dad, taking care of the kids, making sure they have activities to do, taking them to places and giving them activities. And then, again, keeping the house straightened up and clean and organized, on projects on the house, and also cooking. So you guys know that I've always wanted to do more cooking on the channel. I wanted to have my own cooking channel, but this took up so much of my freaking time that I was not able to do it, on top of the fact that my kitchen's always an effing mess because I have 5 kids and a wife and myself that are so busy that we can't keep it clean. Well, now I'm a stay-at-home dad. It's always going to be clean. So we'll be able to have cooking things, whether I'm prepping for the week for kids' meals, or whether I'm making a nice, delicious dinner to surprise the wife when she comes home, stuff like that. Leo will be haunting me in every lobby. Q-Star, I will definitely be investing in some more cooking paraphernalia. So I have a lot since I'm a chef to begin with, but I want to invest in some outdoor things. So I think a pellet smoker would be very strong to do. I would love to get a brick oven built outside of my house. We could do some outdoor grill and hangout sessions. I'd also like to get one of those really monster, like you see in a lot of the Middle Eastern cuisine videos out there, where you just have a big pan where they're cooking like Middle Eastern and like Indian style cuisines, and just Asian in general, I guess, where it's just like a big pan and they're making, like, for instance, the Indian version would be they're making chicken biryani, or They're making some kind of masala dish, European Middle Eastern style, stuff like that. I'd like to have a setup outside to enable that as well. Oh, we need to do this as well. We need to spin Joan on my 307 account. Let's do that, actually. This is all a cover. It's because of range. No, it's not. I wouldn't go that in depth in my personal life if it was all a cover. Fredo, yeah, kind of. That's all I know. It's my life. My life. Catching. Ooh, we could go fishing together. We can go fishing together, and then I could fillet the fish on the bank and cook them with you guys live. That'd be really cool. Elias K, yes, I will be quitting after this 307 KvK. Scotia, you're awesome, man. Sounds like what somebody who is covering would say. What's going on with 46? Nothing. They decided not to fight. Eddie Romero, with Ronnie and now you leaving, do you think the game is dying? No, I don't think the game is dying. I think it's going to be better for newer players than it is for veteran players. I will say that. Veteran players have been through all this just for so long. Like me personally, as a 4-year veteran of this game, and having spent $250,000 into this game, I think part of it is I have kind of just had enough. Like the cycle is the same, even with the new content that's coming out, like ranged commanders. At the base level of it, the cycle is the same. You got to go catch that next carrot. You got to go get that next thing. So I'm not seeing anything different. And then from a playability standpoint, even with having the PC version of the game and being used on a top tier PC, the lag is still here. Like it's not going away. And I know that it's not an easy thing to fix. But it is fixable to a certain extent. Like it's not fixable to be 100% pristine, but to fix it, they would need to make Rock 2. They would really need to make, that was an 8 by the way. They would need to make Rise of Kingdoms 2 because they would need to recode their software. That's why Call of Dragons, it plays better because they've learned from their mistakes coding wise in Rise of Kingdoms and built Call of Dragons more efficiently. Because part of the lag is not actually lag, like latency lag, it's game lag. Like the game just physically cannot calculate all the things happening simultaneously from all the different inputs at the same time, and it just lags. So it's not just the internet, it's the game itself not being coded 100%. So there's things that can be done to improve Rise of Kingdoms, but to really fix, I think, Rise of Kingdoms from a lag standpoint, they would have to recode it, which would really, as a developer, right, if I was putting myself in their shoes, the question is, do you do that and keep the game exactly the same as it is, Rise of Kingdoms, or do you make a brand new game utilizing the things that you've learned from an efficiency and coding standpoint from Rise of Kingdoms and either make it Rise of Kingdoms 2 or make a completely different game and call it Call of Dragons? I'm not sure which way they went. I honestly don't know. Oxygen, bro, if you can take a wife and 5 kids, you can take Rock and many other games. That's the thing. I've been. You guys have all heard the expression. There's no such thing as 100% multitasking. I gotta get some more of my gems here. I'm gonna open them up. You guys have all heard that you can't effectively 100% multitask. That's true. I've been multitasking for 4 years. I've been multitasking for 4 years, and I need to start 100% single focusing on my family and my health. My health has really been the thing that's gone by the wayside. And then I would say the next thing would be the activities and time I've spent with my children is also a thing as well. Hennessy says lag is okay, bug that annoying. if you're an Imperium Kingdom, like a big Imperium Kingdom, you would not say that the lag is okay. Stormwatch says, we need a Drago retrospective stream. I'll fire the first question. Have you accomplished everything in the game that you want? I think if I said that, I would be lying if I said that I've accomplished everything that I want. If not, what are you missing on your Rock resume? Osiris League champion. That's the only thing I haven't done that I wish that I could have done. But I think the other part of that didn't really get asked was, would you have done it the right way? Because I've been offered by top tier Osiris League teams to bring an account, one of my accounts, to their team to join their Osiris League team, and they've gone on to win. So I've been offered that, but I didn't want to win like that, and plus I didn't want to leave my kingdom mates. Like I'm very locked in with 916 and 307. Like these have been my forever home for 2 years. 2 years plus. 2 years plus actually. So I've been offered to join multiple Osiris League winning teams. So do I wish that I would have done that and be able to say that I was an Osiris League winner? Probably not. I wish that I was able to assemble and coordinate a team that could win Osiris League. And the problem with that is that I don't think I could do it. If I'm being honest with myself. Scotia, that's such a great quote from Ron Swanson. Man after my own heart, by the way. They literally made that character in Parks and Rec after me. I swear to God they did. That's a platter that serves 12. I know what I'm about, son. For a good workout, just run every time the Commanders lose this year. Horseplay, how dare you? I knew it's good for you doing right by you and your family. Thanks, man. There'll be nothing for Drago to rant on. Oh, I could still rant. Don't worry about that. Win Osiris League would be a nice ending for your Rock career. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I honestly don't have the strategy to do that. I don't have the strategy, and I don't have the other 33, 34 players together in one place to do it. To beat a 960 or to beat a 34 or to beat a JST or even to beat a 21, Black Pink or Blackjack. I don't think we could beat them. 60MX couldn't beat them with the strategies that I personally have. So, or the things that I've personally come up with. So that's one thing I will regret not being able to do, but it's one of those things that 99.8% of the players in this game have never been able to do. So I can't say that I'm necessarily in bad company. Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing. That's right. Okay, Leo, what did you say? Would be awesome. I'll be cooking with you. You can publish the receipt on Discord before starting and cook simultaneously with us. You can share the results on Discord and on stream. When you say publish the receipt, what do you mean publish the receipt? Mr. Smoked Turkey, no, the decision's already been made. I've already handed in my notice to the developers. Oxygen. Well, I won't be using them anymore. I'll say that. Scalper says we will try our best on Sunday. Yeah, we have. Well, at the end of the day, so I am currently on an Osiris League playoff winning team right now. That's not it. So without my help, by the way, without my help, we won last week because I was at, we went to DC and watched Hamilton. My wife and 2 daughters, we went to go watch Hamilton last weekend. And it was obviously right when our match for Osiris League was playing. So that was nice. But we did win. We did win. So here we go. We did win our match last weekend by a pretty sizable margin, so it looks like they didn't need us. But we will be playing Grom, who also lost their match last week against K846. So I am currently on this team, and it looks like it will go to the knockouts phase. But I think that's probably where we're going to end. Because again, I'm in the same bracket as 60 GT and 60 MX and 64 PL and Wib and Rays and 1008 and 60 MX. So we'll get Group G probably, hopefully. But then after that, we'll probably lose in the knockout round, would be my guess. We don't have many VIP 18 players on the team. Oh, the recipe, not the receipt. Okay. Did you say receipt? I just read recipe. No, you said receipt. Okay. So I wasn't going crazy. 885 and strongest seeking. Okay, that's good. So, again, this will be my last KvK in 307, and I will be going all out on this, guys. So I know I said I was free to play. I am free to play on all my other accounts because I'm not playing my other accounts going forward in fighting stuff. I'm just logging right now. I'm just logging in once a day to collect all the stuff and do the few, this stuff, right? Not spending, not getting gems, none of that. But for this account, I will spend just to finalize the last KvK in my rock career. I want this to be a nice one to go out with a bang. So I will get max tech on this 307 account for my last KvK in the game right before I leave the game. Since your logo is a dragon, you're gonna do cooking in a campfire, right? I definitely plan on doing something like that. Yep. And yeah, we can do that, Leo. That's definitely something we can do. Oxygen's still trying to get in there. Scary Terror, we just beat Grom in KvK. Good Kingdom. Okay. Why DJ Grambo? I'm not leaving anywhere. I'm leaving the game after this KvK is over with. Yes. If you guys missed it, you need to scrub back to the 36-minute mark. Right when Justin dropped his $50 donation is when I kind of went into why I'm making some decisions for myself, my own personal health, for my family, and just my life in general, and some backstory, personal backstory that I have not really told anybody about before outside of my own, personal life, inner circle. Lag right now is much better than the first and second season. Delay is about 20 seconds. Dragon must be remember about that. Yeah. Baz, hopefully the other kingdoms show up for your KvK and it's not a dud. I don't think it will be. 412 will show up. 945 will show up. Stormwatcher, are you going to go rogue? So no, I'm not going to go rogue. Lollipop, would you come back to the game if all of that is over? No. 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 Like I said, the reason I'm leaving is not because of the game. I still enjoy the game. The reason I'm leaving is because of the other things. The health, the family, the kids, and just in general stress level. And again, preparation for surgery next year, alongside of a few other things. What you described as your new lifestyle is my lifestyle for the last 10 years. You will enjoy it. Scalper, that's really good to know. And if you are, so maybe a quick shout out. I have been in a healthy position in the past and been fit in the past. But it was really because I had a more active job and I watched what I ate and things like that. I'm really concerned on what I can do exercise-wise with my heart condition. So if you have any of that knowledge, also macros, if you are really, really strong on your macros, being 40, I'm noticing that I really got to pay attention to my macros when it comes to my diet. I really got to pay attention to that along with fasting windows. So if you are knowledgeable about those things, hit me up on my Discord, chat about it. Scary Terry, that's good. Yeah, hit me up on Discord if you guys have any knowledge about those things. Obviously, the exercise thing with my being acceptable with my heart condition the way it is, I would love for you to have some kind of medical credentials to be able to tell me. But But the diet thing, obviously, we can obviously go back and forth on. Yeah, scalper. So you know kind of what I'm talking about. Yeah, Leo, I agree. Whenever I was able to cook for myself, I was always very healthy. The problem has always been not having enough time and then having to cook for the rest of my family in that really small cooking window is when I really started putting weight on. Yoga. Yeah, yoga sounds good. I mean, a stretchy Drago is a good Drago, right? A flexible Drago is a good Drago. My wife would like that. Brad, evening Drago. Are people trolling in Chiz's stream saying you're quitting Rock? No, they're not. If you want to know more about it, you can scrub back on the stream, but I'll also make a video about it just so everybody's not kind of hung out there to dry. Eating healthy and taking walks will do great for your health. Yeah, that's definitely going to be part of it. Sauna is amazing. Do light aerobics, Peloton, exercise bike. Okay. Do I have another name in real life? Well, my real name is not Dragothien. Ragnar. Is your real name Ragnar? That'd be so awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, I think that's probably going to be it for me for right now. Very emotional stream for me, even though you probably couldn't see. But lots of things to get off my chest. There's still more to come, but I think I gave everybody the general gist of what's going to be happening with me going forward in the future, and then certainly with relation to the channel. I'm not going anywhere channel. I still want to connect with you guys. You guys are still a really big, important part of my life. And I don't want to give that side of it up. But I do need to give this side of it up. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. More the time more than anything else. The money is not really that, again, it's not really that important to me. It's the time that it takes, not only to manage the accounts that I have to manage to bring you the content that I want to bring you, but also, again, the money inside the game, maintenance-wise, daily, weekly, monthly, and then the crystal tech on top of all that. It's just, it's a lot. So, that being said, I really appreciate you all kind of bearing through that with me. I know the stream numbers kind of fluctuated up and down a bit, but again, it's some, things that needed to be said, and obviously the action is over with as well. So, we do have this stream linked to Chiscool's stream. So once I leave the channel, once I leave the stream and end it, if you guys would be so kind as to go and raid Chiscool and say hi to him and say raid from Drago's channel and continue to tell him that the in-game commander, Leo, sucks. That would be very beneficial to me, make my heart happy, and certainly look forward to seeing you guys probably tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll stream again tomorrow. Baz, be sure to hit the like button on the way out. I agree. If we hit the like button a few more times, I would love that as well. Leo, you don't have to. I'll give you a break from that. Okay, you don't have to. I know it's in your heart. Start getting better shape is going for a simple walk. Yeah, all that stuff's a good start. But I do want to put a little bit more muscle on as well. Darren S. Yes, if you wanna watch the stream, and hear about kind of my story behind all that stuff, I'm literally about to end the stream. Everybody here, go raid Chiscool. All you gotta do is click the go button because I've already set it up for you guys. Once the stream posts, it's at minute 36, I think is what somebody said, is when I start to go into the reasons behind what's going on, my personal life things and all that stuff. So, again, I've enjoyed the stream. I've enjoyed connecting with you guys as always. I love you all. Cheers. Have a good one. I'll see you guys over on Chiscool's stream. Take care.